It's been good. It's been good. It's been a lot peaceful. Obviously, once the elections are done, once the nominations are settled, it becomes a lot easier. So it's the first day I sat on a chair where some stalwarts have sat, and it was the same thing when I was captain. When I was given the captain's India blazer, there were some great names who led the country during that period before me, and it's the same thing here. So I have a role to do, and I will do to the best of my ability. I'll speak to him tomorrow. He's the captain of India. I think he's the most important man in Indian cricket as captain of India. I look at it that way. So we'll have a word with him, and as I said, we'll support him in every possible way. He wants to make this team the best in the world. It's been a great team, to be honest. The way they have played cricket in the last 3-4 years, they've been a fantastic side. Yes, you can say they haven't won a World Cup, but you don't win World Cups every time. So hopefully we'll support him to whatever he wants, and make sure that Indian cricket goes ahead smoothly. In terms of the test venues, we have a lot of states, a lot of venues. So we'll have to sit with him and see what he wants in that way, and take it forward from there. That will be the first thing we'll do, and we will get it done before the actual Ranji Trophy season starts. You see, the structures are there. The structures are there. The tournaments are there. There are a lot more teams now. In the last 3 years, the matches have doubled actually. When I played for Bengal and some of my colleagues played for the other state, there were about 1,000 games to be looked at. Now there are 2,000 games with new states, new affiliations. So we'll have to account for it. It's already been accounted this season. We'll have to make sure that the best tournament in the country is competitive, and it remains important to everyone, because that's where you get the Kohlis and the MS Dhonis and Ajinkya Rahanes of Indian cricket, Rohit Sharmas of Indian cricket. So that structure has to be at its best, and both structure-wise and financially, and that'll happen. That'll be the first thing to be done by the Apex Council. Make sure the first-class players are looked after.
So, 30, 32 years ago, you had your first glimpse of Wankhede Stadium. Today you are sitting here addressing as the board chief. Is it slightly unreal?
Yeah, life's moved ahead. I agree. I came here as a young boy. I remember scoring my first 100 for India. It was against Pakistan in an under-19 match at the Wankhede Stadium. Different Wankhede Stadium, and we stayed at the Sea Green Hotel next door. So I remember getting 100 against that Pakistan team, which actually triggered my career off. Got picked for Ranji Trophy, my Test match 100 here, Test match wins here, and then coming back for the IPL last year for Delhi, winning here again, and then as BCCI president, captain, obviously various matches, various performances at the Wankhede Stadium. And this is a great city, the great city to play cricket. I've always said Mumbai, the amount of cricketers this city has given to Indian cricket is unbelievable. And hopefully this association, this organization, this cricket fraternity can be strong, will continue to be strong, and produce the greats they have over the years. Look at the players they have produced: Gavaskar, Tendulkar, Venksaker, Rohit Sharma, Ajinkya Rahane, and few others, Ajit Wadekar. I may have missed some of them. So it's a great city for cricket, and this ground has never let me down. So hopefully in my next role, in a different capacity, we will be able to get this administration and Indian cricket stronger. They will have to contribute. Yeah. It's an Apex Council. I wouldn't say it's replaced the working committee, because No, it's not. No, it's not correct. No, it's not correct. The Apex Council can give any powers to the office bearers. So it's not actually the right interpretation of the order. If you look at the Apex Council powers, they will designate powers to the Secretary, President and Joint Secretary, and they can give them any power. And I think Secretary and President and the Treasurer and all the office bearers are very important for the proper functioning of BCCI. I wouldn't say control because I don't enjoy that word control. It's about proper functioning of BCCI. And we'll have to be in the thick of things because at the end of the day, the responsibility has been put on us to get things going in the right way. So, of course, it has to be looked properly and we'll be there in every aspect. Yo, that's a great thing. Imagine Anshuman Gaikwad and Mohammad Azharuddin in that room. I've been there for 4 or 5 years now. There is Niranjan Shah's son, who a consistent first-class cricketer. And with time, we miss Roger Binney, and hopefully he'll be here soon at some stage. So with time, cricketers will come into the system. And I think it's a great mix with cricket and administrators. That balance, it's both can complement each other, and cricket being the reason why this institution and this building is. Cricketers are a very important part of this organization. Yeah, conflict is still an issue. It's if you look at the last status report filed by the COA, they have addressed the conflict issue. I don't know when it will be heard and when it will be solved, so I really don't know about that. But we have to create the CAC because the CAC will appoint a lot of selectors and other members which are important part of Indian cricket. So we will do that and we'll make sure that they don't have any conflict of interest.
Another thing, second part was due to the lack of institutional check, because there was no BCCI elected body in place. So there's a sense that the team management was becoming very powerful, and there was nobody to check that. How do you look at that panning out?
Neeru, I really don't know what it transpired with the COA and Virat and Ravi. So I don't know, but we now obviously the new body has taken over. The new office bearers have taken over. It'll be a proper discussion, and everything will be mutually discussed and taken forward. But be rest assured that we are here to make their life easier, not make their life difficult, and everything will be on the basis of performance. Performance is the most important thing, and that's what will decide the future of Indian cricket. And as I said, Virat Kohli is the most important man in this entire context. So we will be there to support him. We'll listen to him because I have been a captain myself and I understand from that position. And we will deal with it. So it's a mutual respect which will be there. Opinions will be there. Discussions will be there, and we'll do what is best for the game. नहीं, मेरा अभी बात नहीं हुआ. I've just taken over today. So hopefully we will meet soon and have a word with one of the greats of the Indian game, Indian cricket. ये सिलेक्टर का काम है यार, ये सिलेक्टर का काम है, और जब ये इशू होगा तब डिसाइड करेंगे. भारत जीत रहा है तो ये सब क्वेश्चन का कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है इस समय. शायद दुनिया में इस समय सर्वश्रेष्ठ टीम है भारत, तो इस प्रश्न का इस समय कोई ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. No, it's not been decided. We will take a call. But I think the ICC matter is important for everyone to know. Don't just go on hearsay. India is supposed to get 372 million from the ICC in 5-year circle, which is a lot heavy at the back end because there are 2 world tournaments. There's the 2021 World Cup in Australia, T20, and then they come to India for the Champions Trophy, which is a T20 in any case, and then the World Cup. So a lot of the ICC money is the back end money. Until now, we've got whatever it is, but we'll make sure that we get our due. We will get our due. We will work with the ICC and take this forward. No, we haven't had a meeting, but we were sitting with all the staff and CEO and CFO and getting an update of what has happened in the last 3 years in terms of domestic cricket. The fixtures, Sabha was there, who's a former international player. He was there on the update and domestic cricket fixtures, details, the groups. So issues will happen. The financial position of the BCCI, so the expenses incurred, under what heads we can reduce the amount of expenses. So all this discussions have gone on. It will go on after this meeting as well, and then we will sit and take notice of it and then decide how we can make it better in the future. So that's the way we are going to do it. And as I said, we are here to accommodate. We are here to make sure that, most importantly, the cricketers are at ease to play the game. That is the most important thing. Whether it's first class cricket, whether it's Test cricket, whether it's women's cricket, whether it's IPL, and whether it's junior cricket. So that is the biggest goal we have, is to make their life a lot more easier and smoother with performance. नहीं, मुझे नहीं लगता कनेक्टिविटी में पहले गैप था. जब मैं कैप्टन था, डालमिया जी बोर्ड के प्रेसिडेंट थे, तो मुझे ऐसा दिन याद नहीं कि कुछ हमने कहा है और वो मना किया गया. श्रीनिवासन जी जब प्रेसिडेंट थे, MS धोनी भारत का कप्तान था, तो आप जानते ही हैं कि उनका रिलेशन कितना अच्छा रहा है समय के साथ. विराट कैप्टन है अभी, तो मेरे साथ ही वैसे ही रिलेशन होगा उनका, जिससे कि उनको भारतीय क्रिकेट में जो उनको अच्छे खेलने के लिए चाहिए वो मिलेगा. और वो बहुत बड़े प्लेयर हैं. अब उनका गेम तो देखिए पिछले 4-5 साल से. ही इज जस्ट टेकन इंडियन क्रिकेट टू अ डिफरेंट लेवल. सो वी हैव बीन विथ हिम एंड वी विल रिमेन विथ हिम एंड गिव हिम एवरीथिंग व्हाट हिज टीम नीड्स टू बी द बेस्ट. It depends on him, you know. I've always said, even when I was left out and when the entire world said that, you know, he'll never make it, I believed in myself and came back and played for 4 years. You know, champions don't finish very quickly. I don't know what's in his mind, what he thinks about his career. So we'll deal with that. You know, he's one of the greats of the game. India is very proud to have MS Dhoni. Over a period of time, his achievements, when you sit down and take note of what he's done, is you say wow, you know, MS Dhoni. So till I'm around, everybody will be respected. So that doesn't change. No. You know, when I was commentator, nobody called me up and said, you can't say this and you can't say that. So I don't have that experience. I've heard it. I've heard that such sort of issues, diktats were there, but I have never been asked to do that during my tenure as a commentator. Although I've not been commentating a lot, I do it on and off because of the time it takes away from you traveling. So from that point of view, I really don't see is in an issue. Yes, there are issues with their compliance. We'll try and help them get compliant, because they need to be back in the system, and we will do everything to get them back into the system. Yeah. Yeah, we'll try and organize it. It's a part of the constitution. Just like women cricket has got organized over the years, I'm sure this will also get organized with time. We'll speak to the general manager cricket operations and see how it has been so far, and try and see how we can do it better.
Sir, a couple of things. One is, just the other day there was a Vijayadari game in Mumbai that got washed out. An important game like that, there is no backup day, no super over, nothing, no DL method, no VJD method, no
But thank God there is no DL method, boss. DL method, no, none of us have understood.
What I'm saying that, you know, it's something which is so blatantly, you know, wrong. And you think cricket has suffered at that level. You think that's a very serious issue? That's one.
See, these are rules. At the end of the day, when the Vijay Hazare started, the rules were put down. The rules are sent to all state associations. It's a similar thing which happened at the World Cup final. You know, when New Zealand lost, everybody started jumping up and down with the rules, but New Zealand was aware of the rules. It's just unfortunate that they were on the wrong side of the rules. So we will assess it, try and make it more simpler. The rule was that whoever won more number of matches went through, which is also a way of saying that, you know, if you play, you give value to your performances in the group stages. So it's not something which is completely wrong. Instead of going for the toss, yes, the pertinent point is whether the reserve day could be kept for the knockouts, because quarterfinals, semi-finals are very important, which is a practical thing which you have said, and yes, that could be an option which could be taken. But you must remember, whatever happened, it was as per the basis of rules which were at the start of the tournament.
And the other point is clause 38. What do you?
What is that conflict? It has to change, boss.
So that conflict clause, you think, will be one of the first things that?
Yeah, it's already done by the COA. The administrators who vacated office today have already put it in the Supreme Court. So we'll see how far it gets modified.
Every year there's a domestic conflict that happens every season where the coaches and the captains are asked for Ranji Trophy format. I mean, in practicality, none of it is implemented.
No, it is. When I was technical committee chairman, I have been a part of those coaches, captains conclaves, and there are changes. But you know, too many changes for the game is not good. You know, it at times becomes difficult for people to understand what exactly is going on and what is the rules and regulations. The most important aspect is the quality of the game. Whether you play at the international level, which is a serious challenge at the moment, with teams like South Africa and West Indies and Pakistan and Sri Lanka, obviously going down the ladder a bit. So the important thing is the quality of cricket which is played. I don't think the tweaking of the format a little bit this way or that way makes that sort of a difference, and neither it should be too much of a tweak every year. And that's the way it is. We need to hold the game together, but what is important is the standard of the game which is important.
Firstly, two questions. First is Kumar Sangakkara said recently, I mean, you've been part of the MCC World Cricket Committee, he's the president of MCC now. He said you're a fan of having cricket in the Olympics. Do you see that happening in 2028? And secondly, you've spoken a lot about first-class cricketers in your priority. What do you think about the fans' experience? A lot of fans have been complaining after the India South Africa series about the quality of stadium, their experience, toilets, food, and their whole experience. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, but the same fans turn up for IPL, isn't it? Where it's chock-a-block in the same stadium. So it's a bit more than just stadiums. Test cricket needs a revisit of how it can be done and how it can be popularized. You know, Eden Gardens will host Bangladesh in 22nd November, and you don't know what's going to happen in that test match. But you see an IPL game, and I was involved with the Delhi Capitals last year. Oh, you just couldn't keep people happy by giving tickets. Same stadium, same toilet, same ground, and people come in and turn in huge numbers. So I think the problem is somewhere else. But at the same time, infrastructure has to be done properly. But if you look at some of these new stadiums, they are remarkable. You go to Hyderabad, you go to Nagpur, the new stadium in Bombay. They are fantastic facilities. Ranchi. So as much as you say that part needs to be looked at, of course, rightly so, that part needs to be looked at. But also the game under consideration needs to be looked at as well.
The first question I asked about the Olympics in 2028.
Oh yeah, that's a decision collectively has to be taken. It's also got to be with the Indian Olympic Association, IOA, who are involved in the Olympics. That's a question I can't answer at the moment.
Bangladesh
Bangladesh players were promoted recently. So, are you confident of the tour going ahead and the problems being solved?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so because 2 days before I spoke to the Honorable Prime Minister of Bangladesh, she has agreed to come and visit the Test match when India play Bangladesh on the 22nd of November. I'm sure when the Honorable Prime Minister has given consent, I don't see the national team not turning up. So, but at the end of the day, it's their decision. It's their internal matter where I don't think we have any say or we should have any say.